Tony Brewington.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Batavia Muckdogs Baseball here on YouTube
Live.
Live. We have more PGCPL action in the Western Division today as the Muckdogs play host to the Niagara Power. Hello and welcome, as always, I'm Greenfield, bringing you along the call here at Dwyer Stadium in a divisional matchup between two teams that are playing each other a lot in the second half of the season. The season is almost halfway done. June is almost over. Batavia only 2 games under 500 at this current point in time. Sitting at 10-12 on the year, Niagara also has a lot of ground to make up as they currently sit at 7-14. Batavia yesterday had a great game as they beat Auburn 14-7 in their one matchup of the entire season. Batavia was up in that one 14-2 going into the 9th. A few runs there in the 9th inning, however, they still didn't get the W. So far this season, Batavia is 3-2 against the Power in the season series. And this past Wednesday, on the 23rd, they actually split a doubleheader. The man on the mound that will be introduced to Hinckley will be the man on the mound yet again. He pitched in game 1 of that doubleheader almost a week ago. Hinckley, a former Niagara Power player, both in 2018 and 2019. So it's going to be a great day of action here as this week for the Muckdogs, a lot of home games. Home game obviously today on Monday, off day Tuesday, the first scheduled off day of the season for the Muckdogs. Wednesday, we'd like to welcome Muckdogs back home against the New York Pilots, and then on the road against the Pilots on the 2nd, going into a weekend homestand. We will have Kathy Preston sing the national anthem here.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets right there, the bloods bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And a beautiful job there by Muckdog superfan Kathy Preston. Thank her for doing that. And now it's time to play ball. Like I mentioned, Batavia is hosting the Niagara Power, a team that they've already seen 5 times so far this year. Had a doubleheader just a few days ago. We're actually having 2 ceremonial
put your hands together for the one, the only, John Brown.
Brown getting the first pitch
John
on
is
the
representing Art this evening and will be throwing out the first pitch. John is a fan of all things railroad and trains and is so excited to have been asked to throw out the first pitch at this Muckdog game. Let's hear it for John Brown.
Awesome moment here for the ARC. And a good pitch by John to start out this game. He also has another first pitch coming here in just a second.
And next up, throwing out another first pitch this evening, is Jack Cooper. Please join me in wishing Jack a happy 9th birthday. Jack loves baseball as a first baseman for the Tri-Town Trojans. That's Jack Cooper. He wanted to strike everyone. Jack, hold up, Jack. You're going to get a ball from the catcher.
Mitch Fleming was waiting to give Jack the ball.
Nice job, Jack.
He does. So now it is time to play some baseball here at Dwyer Stadium in Batavia, New York. It's also Lewis's birthday. another birthday boy, 20 years old. It's also going to be Charlie Saccone's birthday this upcoming Wednesday. So some Muckdogs with some birthdays coming up here as well. That being said, Nathan Hinckley on the bump, a former Niagara Power pitcher, Keystone College starter, faced against his old team this past Wednesday in doubleheaders due to them being 7-inning games. Hinckley went all 7, allowing just 1 run on the Rhett Maynard home run in the 4-1 win. The more impressive thing for Hinckley in that start was he picked off 4 runners at first base, as that quick pickoff move had the power base runners just in a complete dizzy. So a good lineup here for the Power, going with their traditional 10 guys. We'll give you the Tompkins Bank starting lineups here, as Cam Connolly leading off yet again, DHing as he's still trying to get his arm back to 100%. Edgar Benitez playing left field, batting second in his normal spot. Spencer Marcus solidifying his role as the number 3 hitter, playing right field. Danny Birdway, the cleanup hitter, playing first base after being recognized in the PGCBL as one of the players of the night with a 3-hit performance. Charlie Saccone with his parents in attendance, playing shortstop tonight and batting 5th. Jerry Reinhardt is today's extra hitter. Mitch Fleming behind the plate for the 2nd straight day, as he had a 4 RBI game yesterday in Auburn. The birthday boy, Luis Rodriguez in center field and batting 8th. Ethan Mezzo playing 3rd base after a 2-hit game for him, as he was a late game substitution. And then Michael Floridas rounding things off and batting 10th, playing 2nd base. Again, these are very big games for the Muckdogs if you want to make up ground to make your way back up the standings against Jamestown and Elmira. Geneva is also ahead of the Dogs now, as they've won their last 3 games, now going over 500, as they currently sit at 11 and 10.
Leading off tonight's game for
Leading off will
Niagara,
be second
second
baseman
baseman
Noah
Marcelo.
Marcelo, you've seen a lot this season. Really hitting .231, but he's a guy that is sneaky with getting on base. Gets walked a lot, works the counts, trying to start things up for the Power. See the first pitch to Noah Marcelo from Skyline College. The first pitch is in there for strike 1. First pitch is at 7:13, so a little bit off schedule. But we are ready for a great night of baseball. Again, a little steamy one here tonight. Currently, it is 84, but it's a lot more muggy than that. Earlier, right around 90 degrees, so cooling down a little bit with a slight breeze here in Batavia. That pitch in there for strike 2. Again, Hinckley's not a guy that's really going to overwhelm you with his fastball. Mostly is a junk ball pitcher, but really works with his off-speed pitches to get a lot of soft contact. 1-2, that one fouled, and not being able to hold on to it is Mitch Fleming behind the plate. And here we go yet again. So here's the 1-2 from Hinckley. That one just misses the outside corner, says our home plate umpire here tonight. Batavia wearing their home red uniforms with the gray pants and red piping down the side, and Power wearing their away black jerseys as that one is swung on and hit out towards the birthday boy in center field. Snagging it for out number 1 is Luis Rodriguez. So after the F8, now stepping in is Cole Gabrielson. We've seen Gabrielson on the mound as well for the Power, as he will be going into his junior year at the College of San Mateo. Again, one of those guys from California, as head coach Stu Peterson, father of Jock Peterson, the left fielder for the Chicago Cubs. First pitch bounces for a ball. And not too sure what's going on with the scorebook here. Going to get that figured out for you guys. As now it is a 1-1 count. So that one also misses inside. Again, there is 1 out in the inning. Not too sure what's going on here with the bug. Sometimes it can be a little buggy.
Batting third
Trying to
for
get
season
that
number 35,
going for you.
Ethan Payne.
That one was hit by pitch. Got a man on first base now. So Ethan Payne due up. Saw him for the first time this season in the doubleheader, as Payne is a first baseman for the Tennessee Volunteers, a team that was ranked in college baseball for the majority of this season. First pitch to him is a strike. Got all the way up to number 3 in the country. Was Tennessee this season. Payne being a younger guy in the program, into his junior year, and due to them being such a powerhouse, didn't really see the playing time, and to them being a little bit of an early exit in the college rules. A late addition, but is here for the power. There is another pickoff move as we continue to see Nate Hinckley go to work. Misses for a ball. Again, still trying to get the score bug figured out for you guys. Apologize for that. And looks like, okay, now we appear to be back at least with the count. That one thrown down by Mitch Fleming, missed by Charlie Sicano. That gets into the outfield, and now going to third base will be Gabrielson. Charged on Mitch Fleming on the throw there. Now with a man on third base for Niagara. Gabrielson, a great guy up to the plate to put the first run on the board, and Ethan Payne. So Payne steps in with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch by Hinckley. That one swung on and hit over to left field, and that one will drop in front of Abner Benitez. The first run is on the board, as there is an RBI single for Ethan Payne. Again, this is a little weird with the score bug. Haven't ran into this issue yet this season.
Designated hitter number 25, Scott Ogren.
Now the cleanup hitter, Scott Ogren. That first one in there for a strike. Hinckley with another pickoff move. Payne getting back safely. Another pickoff and getting safe just in time. And our PA announcer, Paul Spiata, saying the over-under for today is 2 pickoffs with that move to first base. So you can put your bets in the chat if you would like to think what's going to happen. Big swing and miss there for strike 2. Nice block by Mitch Fleming. Getting set yet again. Another pickoff move, and oh, that one looked like he got him. That one was extremely close there. So Hinckley gets the near pickoff, and I believe the score bug is back. So again, sorry for the apologies there. On the scoreboard first will be Niagara. Now it's a 1-0 ball game in a 0-2 count. Hinckley just wants to keep that runner close in Payne. As look at his lead currently is about 2 steps. That one high for a ball. Hinckley, originally from Bradenton, Florida, plays at Keystone College, a Division III school in Pennsylvania. They're always a perennial school there. Division III baseball. Now the 1-2, that one misses for a ball with the slider. With a 1-2 count, and on first, Hinckley trying to get a double play ball here, something that Oregon can roll over on. That pitch popped up in the air. Chasing after it will be the second baseman, Michael Florides. He can't make the play on it and gets called off by Spencer Marcus for the second out.
And with the catcher, number 8, Brock Rudy.
Now with 2 down, let's see what Brock Rudy can do. His batting average has really increased a lot over the past few weeks. Now batting .311, the catcher that we've seen pretty much almost every single game behind the plate for them, as he attends the University of Utah from Walnut Creek, California. Also seen a little bit of Nick Balsano, the catcher from Baylor as well. Still a lot of talent behind the plate for the Power, putting their pitchers in a great position to succeed with a lot of knowledge at the Big 10, Pac-12 level. A lot of ACC players as well. AC Southie at Virginia, so great talent. Power 5 talent, I should say. Pitch also misses there, so 2-0, and yet again, the score bug is just pretty bad today. So during the break, we're going to absolutely have to try to put an end to this. Another pickoff attempt there, not in time. That pitch by Hinckley just flips the outside corner on the 2-0. Nice change up there. Also misses low. So now the count is 3-1. I'll try to just restart the score bug app for you guys, as it's just being extremely laggy today. Now 3-1, 2 down. We'll get that back up for you in a second. That one drilled to the backstop. So now it's a full count with 2 down. Full count now. Hinckley trying to get out of this top of the first inning with Niagara ahead in this one so far, 1-0. Hinckley gets set. He will deliver home. That one popped up as well. Chasing after it in foul ground will be Ethan Sarmiento. Sarmiento has to go a long way, diving, and will not be there in time. So we will have fresh life here for Rudy with another full count attempt here. Going in motion will be Payne on the pitch. That one swung on and hit again, so the things are going to be good here. Just did a quick update on it. Did not realize that there was an update with live score. That's what I run through this. So for those of you that are interested in what I actually use a system called OBS, and then to get the scoreboard in the top left corner, I use something called Live Score that I can control right on my tablet, so I'm not switching screens. That one hit on the screws out to right field. Spencer Marcus will glove it, and going to third now is Payne, and that ball trickles in, and just sliding in time will be Payne. So now runners on the corners, and could have been out of the inning if Sarmiento could make that play. However, still 2 down and a chance to get out of it. Even with Aaron Greenfield coming up to bat, hitting .241. At one point last week, I know he was like 0 for his last 18. So must have had a pretty good weekend. Again, Niagara is currently sitting at 7-14. 2 of those wins have came against the Muckdogs this season. So again, they're just one of those teams that's still just trying to find, 1, their identity, and 2, be a little bit more consistent. They have some games where their pitching is absolutely on fire, like what we saw with Ben Miller, as he had a perfect game going in against the Muckdogs heading into the 9th inning. With a combined no-hitter with Cameron Gallardo coming in. A nice pickoff move there by Hinckley. Sliding in safe will be Rudy. That one misses high. So Hinckley's pitch count definitely rising here so far in the first frame. Stop the bleeding at 1. Has been down early in a lot of her games so far this year. Also misses. So 2-1 to Greenfield. Attends California State, Dominguez Hills. Outfielder from Los Angeles, California. And Hinckley's pitch touches the outside corner. Another great change up there. Some claps from pretty good attendance here on a Monday night. Fans starting to pour in after the start of the first inning. Now we'll try a 2-2. That one swung on, hit over, might still be in play. Chasing after it is Birdway, and that one will be about 10 feet beyond the first baseline. So Niagara so far with some pretty scrappy at-bats. Competitive at-bats for them as well. Going down without a fight. So we've seen a lot of full counts. Fighting off pitches with 2 strikes. Good approach for them. 2-2. Swung on and hit out to right field. That will bring home another run in Ethan Payne. Throwing it in was Spencer Marcus. It's now a 2-0 ball game after the RBI single for Aaron Greenfield. Already 3 hits so far for them.
97 shortstop number 12, Casey Selke.
Casey Salke's turn, a Rochester native that will be attending his first year at the University of Virginia in the fall. Great ball player, still trying to get things going offensively as he is hitting 150. And Salke, a very young kid, had a 3-run home run in Game 2 of the doubleheader against the Muckdogs this past Wednesday. He was also the player of the game for them in that one. That curveball just misses the outside corner. Again, Salke, a later addition after his sectional final run was complete. Limited sample size for them after the foul ball. Middle infielder for the Power, currently hitting 150 and just 20 at-bats, so 3 hits, and one of those was that 3-run home run that I was alluding to. So that has a pretty low strikeout total as well with 3, so most of the time you see a correlation with the guy struggling out of the gates, going down due to the strikeout, but with him still putting the ball in play, just not getting the hits that he's looking for, so they'll try to pick off the man at second base, and Rudy, nice timing there with second baseman Michael Florides. Here's the 1-2 to Salke. The pitch swung on and missed, and that will end the top of the first inning. So Niagara takes a couple lead after the opening frame. It's time for the Muckdogs to see what they can do in response with Ian Connolly after Pete and Spencer Marcus do up first. I'll take a quick break, and we will be back here in just a minute here on YouTube Live. We are still getting warmed up for the bottom of the first inning. Today's pitcher for the Power will be Sam Stoutenborough. That is a mouthful, 14 letters. So I was telling the other guys in the booth, I wish that the Power had their names on the back of the jerseys just to see Stoutenborough in basically a rainbow on the back of the jersey.
All right, fans.
Trying to fit all those letters.
It's time for the Muckdogs to get down to business. They're down 2 runs. They need your help. Let's hear it for the leadoff man, Cameron Conley.
And Conley, the first run due up, in the same boat as Casey Sauke, a guy that will be going into his freshman year as the Pepperdine University commit, playing for the Waves in the fall. The first pitch from Stoutenborough in there for strike 1. A little more on Stoutenborough. We'll be going into his senior year at the University of Cal Berkeley. Fouled away to make it 0-2. So far on the season for Stoutenborough, 2 appearances in 2 starts, 9 innings pitched, allowing just 3 hits, no earned runs, 9 strikeouts compared to just 1 walk. So he's one of those other powerful arms for this Power staff. They're going to check down to first, and they're going to say that he went and he was tagged in the box. So that will be a strikeout to start the game. Interesting call there, and the fans here in Batavia not liking it.
Back second field, number 21, Edgar Benitez.
Benitez back in the 2-hole, a position that we've seen him for the majority of this year. Moved down a little bit after sort of slump, I would say. 1 fouled away. However, with Benitez, still productive, hovering around 300, as now he's actually hitting over 300 at 312 after a few hits yesterday. That one in the dirt, swung on in this. But Benitez was hitting 5th, a little bit of 6th. Now after County's moved down to 5th, Benitez will take the number 2 hole. That change up. A little bit outside. Stoutenborough on the mound. A extremely fast-paced tempo. Fighting it off with a foul ball out on Denio Street. Was Benitez there? So clubhouse manager Eric Mozicki getting a few balls for our home plate umpire. We're ready to go with another 1-2. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts as Rudy couldn't hold on to that one and will tag Benitez.
Back here for your
for the second
Muckdogs,
out.
right field, number 29, Spencer Marcus.
Stoutenborough is moving. He's got the first 2 men he's faced. We'll see if Spencer Marcus here will have the same fate. Marcus, again, I continue to say it at the start of every broadcast. Now hitting 395. So that one is fouled away. 395, that will put him 3rd in the entire PGCBL. First in hits with 30 hits. The next guy has 26, so a pretty wide margin there. Second in RBIs with 18. There's a chopper back to Stoutenborough. He will collect it himself, a little underhand flip, and that'll be 3 up, 3 down for the Power right-hander.
No errors, no runners.
Completely different innings there.
There.
Power tack on 2 runs off a few hits. Muckdogs will go down in the order. 1 inning in the books. See Nate Hinckley back on the mound trying to control this Power lineup. Before we go, we will thank some of our sponsors. Take Down's Gaming, Gigarella's Pizza, Alex's Place, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Illinois Chiropractic, Tompkins Bank of Cast Down, United Memorial Medical Center, New York 529 College Savings, and Restore. Brett Maynard will be the Niagara power bat to start things off here in the top of the second inning. Maynard was another late addition to this power team as he arrived for his first game last Wednesday. The TCU middle infielder has played a lot of shortstop and is just tonight's EH, sitting .333 on this short year. When I said earlier that Hinckley was on the mound and won his first game of the year in that 4-1 win, Maynard was responsible for that run as he had a bomb of a home run out to left field that was about 50 feet over the wall at South Niagara Stadium. This time he hits one opposite field, but is caught by Spencer Marcus.
Batting ninth, third baseman, number 37, Bryce Arnold.
So Bryce Arnold 2 up now. That is big for Hinckley, getting that first out. So now we will face 8, 9, and 10 of the power here. Hinckley ready to go. Now stepping in is Arnold. Arnold, tonight's third baseman. Seen him there a lot. Slowly going down the order as he's now hitting .240. You've seen him in the 3-hole as well as the 4-hole earlier on in the year. Ethan Payne there and Scott Origin also kind of staying around. That one put into play. Hinckley hits off of him and he will make the play. That Hinckley's okay. It'll be 2 outs.
Batting 10th, fielder number 3, Alex Green.
Alex Green's turn. He is a teammate of Casey Sauke now, as he just finished up his freshman year at the University of Virginia. A lot of big name schools in this power team. First pitch to Green, there for strike 1. Already a quick 2 outs for Hinckley. Big swing in. 0-2 now. It's Hinckley. Keystone College right-hander who is penciled in if he continues his dominance at Keystone to be the all-time wins leader. There's a 3-up, 3-down game for Nate Hinckley. So after letting up 2 runs in the first, he responds with 3 straight retired batters and ending it with a strikeout, his second of the day. Now in the middle of the second inning, 2 up will be Daniel Birdway, Charlie Ciccone, and Gary Reinhardt. We'll be back in just a minute here on YouTube Live. And after a quick break, we're back here on YouTube Live as Daniel Birdway will be the man stepping in. I mentioned in the pregame show that Birdway was recognized as one of the players of the day in the PGCBL after a 3-hit performance for him yesterday in Auburn. To all of you listening, I'd like to thank you for watching today here on YouTube Live. Second pitch. It's in there. Strike 1. A beautiful day here in Batavia. We'll be sitting right around 85 degrees, but a pretty muggy one, and it is extremely hot here in the press box. Not too much of a breeze in here, but before first pitch when I was out there, it seems like the breeze is definitely helping things. for the ball in the dirt. That makes it 2-1. Stopping Burrow. That one popped up in the air by Birdway and straight away, right center field. Ball tailed a whole lot. Not too sure. The wind is kind of going out towards right field. Birdway.
Batting fifth for shortstop, number 5, Charlie Ciccone.
Charlie Ciccone with his family again in attendance, as he has been one of the Muckdogs' best players so far this year. From Wisconsin Stout. Ciccone currently hitting .290 with 20 hits on the year, 7 extra base hits. He's first pitch swinging. That one hit on the ground over to Noah Marcello. And with just one pitch there to Ciccone, who will be the second out.
Batting sixth, the extra hitter, number 9, Jerry Reinhardt.
Reinhardt was a guy yesterday that also had a nice hit, a pinch hit opportunity. Nice triple for him, RBI triple. So far on the year, Reinhardt is 4th on the team in RBIs. Trying to climb that batting average back up as he's sitting right around 250 now. Foul ball by Reinhardt, even up at 1 apiece. Reinhardt in his collegiate career has kind of been everywhere. Started at Mercer County Community College in Jersey, then went to Lackawanna Community College for his 2nd year. Another ball fouled away in the exact same spot down the right field line. And after 2 years in junior college, transferred over to the University of Akron. One bounced in there for a ball. Spent the past 2 years at the University of Akron. Big part of what they're trying to build with that program is they're trying to make their way back in second straight 1-2-3 inning for Stoughton, as he also has 3 strikeouts on the day. So with 2 innings down, Akron keeping their lead as it is 2-0. So we'll see Nate Hinckley as he is riding back on the field. We'll see the Diamond Dancers also perform on the dugout. So Hinckley will get started here. We will be back in just a minute. And quickly getting back warmed up will be Nate Hinckley. The top of the order is also due up yet again. Noah Marcello will be the first man here in the top of the 3rd inning. Let's see what he can do after popping up to the birthday boy, Luis Rodriguez. We'll also see his first at-bat in the bottom half of the inning. First pitch was a ball to Marcello. Getting right around 230. That one also hit Rodriguez's way yet again, but calling him off will be Spencer Marcus. With the first out now retired by Marcus.
Center fielder, number 6, Cole Gabrielson.
Gabrielson was the first run here today. He was hit by pitch and then later scored. So had a stolen base. well. First pitch is also low. Hinckley has retired the past 5 batters in order, striking out Casey Sauke to end the first. Second strikeout of the day came against Alex Green. Not to lose Gabrielson here as the count now runs to 2-0. That one swung on and hit off a few guys behind home plate, like a little plinko there. Muckdogs still awaiting their first base runner here today as Niagara jumps out to an early 2-0 lead. Still a whole lot of baseball left to be played. Once rolled over, hit Sakowny's way, and that one took 2 weird hops and went right through his legs. Very uncharacteristic of him, as that will be the second Muckdog error here today. After that first hop, you could tell he was kind of in the middle of charging it to try to catch it on, the higher hop, but he instead let it come to him, and that's the danger sometimes when you let the ball come to you, is you might get another unexpected bounce. You don't really know what's going to happen. You saw that right there, so that would be an E6, and reaching again will be Gabrielson. And Hinckley in the stretch, first pitch to Payne, the outside for ball 1. Payne so far on the season, to the day hitting .462. Now he's probably right at 500 again. Not as many at-bats as the rest of the team, only 13 coming into the day, so he's actually exactly at 500 now. Keeping Gabrielson close, he'll step off again, and that is where he gets a lot of the runners. Right when the man on first base takes their second lead after just throwing over, that's when he gets them. And again, 4 runners picked off in their last game, and that is absolutely in the mind of all these Niagara base runners, as head coach Stu Peterson was obviously very upset with that. I've never seen that in my entire life. 4 base runners getting picked off at first base in one game. That's just really unheard of. It's always, out of the ordinary to have one in the game. And he had them all pretty early. Had one in the first inning, one in the third, one in the fourth, and then one later in the game, I think, or in the 6th or 7th inning as well. So, it's not like this just came out of nowhere. He's always been known for having a quick move, and this is also a guy, even though not a lot of the same people are in the building with Niagara's, that is the 4th throw over of this at bat alone, that this is kind of what he's known for. When the off-speed pitches aren't working, this is his way to stay effective. Keeping base runners close when they reach. Going now is Gabrielson. A nice strong throw by Mitch Fleming, but getting there in time will be Gabrielson. Second stolen base for him today. Now looking at Gabrielson, I know he was upper echelon in the stolen base category in the entire league, and that puts him, after both of them today, right at 12. So he's definitely top 5. As guys like Hayden Hunt on Jamestown were above 15, as well as Jason Fontiano of Newark. Big swing and a miss there, and retired is Ethan Payne. And that's the other thing that kind of goes unrecognized in those scenarios, is the fact that all those throwovers also affect the man at the plate, as you have to stay on your toes and stay in the game, as you really don't know. It's kind of like flipping a coin with Hinckley on the mound, if he's going to deliver to the plate or throw over to first or second base. So you kind of always have to stay on your game. And right there, Ethan Payne, obviously a great hitter at a big-time powerhouse Division I school, going down on strikes there. Now with 2 down, a man on second. Mitch Fleming and Hinckley not exactly on the same page, so they're going to meet. During this time, quickly, we'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Noah Hoy Chiropractic. This game is sponsored by Dr. Noah Hoy, the official team chiropractor of the Batavia Muckdogs, located at 184 Washington Avenue in Batavia. For an appointment, please call 585-343-9316. Noah Hoy has been a tremendous help for this team as it comes to the stadium and prior to the games, gets everybody feeling right, and also at the office throughout the day as well. First pitch to the cleanup man, Scott Origin, excuse me. A foul ball to start off his second at-bat, out to shallow right field, and was retired by Spencer Marcus. Takes a few looks at Gabrielson, now delivers to the plate. Nice curveball, and really hasn't gotten that call at all today. That outside of the plate curveball to right-handed hitters. Very tough pitch to hit. 12-6 movement on it. That one, big swing and a miss by today's DH for the Power, and getting some claps with the home crowd here at Dwyer Stadium. Again, Batavia currently sitting at 4-6 at home, 6-6 on the road. Really want to have a positive record at home, not just for the fans, but for your own confidence as well. That one rolled over, hit down the third baseline, but foul. Staying alive is Scott Orgren. Again, with them having a 6-6 record on the road is actually pretty impressive due to the fact that players mostly play better at home than on the road due to the fact of travel and feeling more comfortable, having that routine. So they have that road part figured out, but now it's just getting over the hump at home. Again, with the record currently sitting at 10-12, 5 games back of the Jamestown Tarpskunks, who sit at the top of the Western Division. A few more looks over to Gabrielson. Delivers home, and then another foul ball. And with that foul ball to stay alive yet again. Trying to keep this top of the third inning alive. And Cole Gabrielson only reached due to the County error. So up next, if Orgren can reach, will be Brock Rudy. Try the 2-2 yet again, and that one way early on was Orgren for another foul ball. Today the sun at a very odd spot. It's getting later in the year, so kind of towards the foul pole in left field, and I'm actually wearing my shades because it is a little tough to see up here. June almost at a close. First month in the season, almost in the books. It's felt like about 5 months this season, as it's really adjustment for everybody here. You don't play this much in college. Basically a game every day. A big swing and miss. So to end all 3 games so far, Hinckley has returned with a strikeout. That'll put him at 3 so far today. With that being said, we'll be back in the middle of the third inning. Mitchell Clemens, birthday boy, Luis Rodriguez, and Ethan Sarmiento will be the first 3 up for your Muckdogs in the bottom half. now with Mitch Fleming due up here in the bottom of the third inning. Seemed the catcher
Leading off for
has
your
a
Muckdogs
great
in the
day
bottom
at
of
the
the third
plate
inning.
yesterday.
Batting 7th in the order. The catcher number 36,
Mitch Fleming
Mitch
now
Fleming.
hitting 208, so that is entirely increasing. 2 hits yesterday, puts him at 5 on the year, and already 9 RBIs. 4 of them yesterday, and also has had a 2-run homer so far this year as well. Big swing and a miss there to start off the at-bat. Now with Stout and Burrow, who's coming into the day with 9 scoreless innings. Now it puts him at 11. That inside curveball just misses. During this time, we will give you a little bit of around the league here in the PGCBL. A little update here as the 1-1 swung on. That pitch was in the dirt. 1-2. So the Socrates Stallions out in the West Division in the East Division are up 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th inning against the Albany Dutchmen. Socrates is one of the premier teams in the entire league. That one swung on, hit high. Chasing after it will be Brock Rudy, and making the catch right near the netting. Now it's Luis Rodriguez's turn. Turned 20 years old today.
Batting 8th center fielder, 42, Luis Rodriguez.
Have another birthday. The coming days with Charlie Ciccone. The first out, see first pitch strike to the Alabama State outfielder slash catcher. Now 0-2, that pitch on the outside corner. So 3 straight pitches on the outside, and going down on strikes will be Rodriguez.
Batting 9th, third base, number 10, Ethan Sarmiento.
Sarmiento got out to a slow start, but again, he's really picking things up, just like Mitch Fleming. Already has a few more hits on the year, 2 doubles to his credit, as well as his first RBI yesterday. But again, back to the other action. Another game out in the East Division, as count is 1-1. Mohawk Valley is actually in the Central Division. They are up 2-0 against the Glens Falls Dragons. Other games here tonight: Geneva against Jamestown, Elmira and the Oneonta Outlaws. And the Auburn Double Days are actually up 2-0 against the Newark Pilots in the top of the 4th inning. The Watertown Rapids and Utica Blue Sox also playing today. It's always interesting to see because a lot of these teams, you don't really get to see them on the field due to just COVID and other travel purposes. That the Muckdogs are basically only playing teams in the Western Division, so that is teams like Niagara that you see now, Elmira, the Geneva Red Wings, the Newark Pilots, and the Jamestown Tarpstones. Those are the 5 teams that they will play a lot. But Ethan Sarmiento picking up another walk here this season. He will be the Muckdogs' first base runner here in the bottom.
Batting at 4 your Muckdogs, second base number 60, Michael Floridas.
Now it's Michael Floridas' turn, the Felician middle infielder, playing a lot of second base as of late. With Cam Connolly still recovering with some arm troubles, and Aiden Walton also trying to get healthy as well. Seeing him kind of take the reins there. This pitch will be in there for a strike, and Stoutenborough is just pounding the outside corner. Berkeley, a great baseball school. Stoutenborough showing their talent there. Let's see Floridas here. With the 0-1, that one hit in the dirt, and quick throw there by Brock Ruby on a hop. Safe at first base will be Sarmiento. Now with the 1-1 count, let's see what Michael Floridas can do here, as he's hitting .281 on the season, trying to get his 10th hit in this at-bat. Stoutenborough sets, delivers. That is a slider on the outside corner yet again. Really pounding that corner zone. 1-2 now. 2 down. Sarmiento with a pretty small lead. That one bouncing in the dirt. Brock Rudy. Great block there. So as for Floridas, we'll go back to the top of the lineup. Cam Connolly, he was sent packing after that questionable swing attempt. Thought he pulled back, but the first base umpire said no. That one just misses the outside corner. So now the count will be full. Sarmiento on the move with 2 outs and a full count. That one checked and safe at first base will be Sarmiento. Again, Floridas playing a lot of second base and kind of finding his home at 10th in the order. Doing a great job getting things going towards the bottom half of the lineup. Here's the payoff. That one fouled away. Live here is Floridas, a very scrappy hitter again. And a guy that is always trying to put the ball in play. In the season, and 32 at-bats, struck out only 6 times. Also has 4 stolen bases on the year. A double, 3 RBIs. Full count, swung on, hit foul. Maybe not too sure where that one went. It was right by his left foot. So the Utah U gets a new ball and go back to work. Monday night, yet again, a very good crowd here. School now all done. More kids in attendance as well. Another payoff pitch, chasing out of the zone. There is Floridas. So that will retire the side. Niagara still up this one 2-0. Heading into the 4th inning. Hinckley trying to prove and put another 0 on the scoreboard. But during this time, we will thank one of our other sponsors, Ficarella's Pizza. Ficarella's Pizza Alternative is where you get your fix to satisfy your cravings for piping hot pizza, sumptuous subs, and mouth-watering wings. Every Friday, enjoy Ficarella's Fabulous Fish Fry. Don't forget the fixed plate fat wraps with all your favorite pasta dishes, and they have blueberry and raspberry barbecue sauce that tastes great on wings. So when you have that craving for delicious food, get your fix at Ficarella's Pizza on Liberty Street in Batavia. And the first pitch swinging there for Brock Rudy, and chasing under it will be Birdway. The first out here in the top of the 4th inning.
Right field number 1, Aaron Greenfield.
Greenfield now at the plate. Greenfield in his first at-bat did have an RBI single. Nate Hinckley's family members, I do believe, are also in attendance here. It is almost Parents' Weekend. It's made a lot of sense for them to come with the 4th of July this weekend in 4 straight days here at home from Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, all here at Dwyer Stadium. now. Here's the 1-1 from Hinckley. Inside corner. Called for a strike. Hinckley ready to go. Stepping in now will be Greenfield. That one smoked and over to Sakowny and a line drive out. Number 2 in the inning.
Shortstop number 12, Casey Selke.
After L6, Casey Selke steps up, trying to change his fate as he went down on the strikeout. Here, Selke's turn. That one kind of lost the handle on it, so 2 quick balls here. Selke now ahead. Rhett Maynard due up next. That one big swing and a miss for Selke. Again, Selke's a very good pitcher that I also faced in high school. We'll see. He's just going to be done with that, just going to be an infielder at Virginia. So they're always looking for pitchers, and that one hit out to right center field, going all the way back near the wall will be Spencer Marcus. 1-2-3 inning there for Payne. Hinckley again for the bottom half of the order. Now it's time for those Muckdog bats to start rolling again. And the top of the order will be Cam Conley, Adler Benitez, and Spencer Marcus. Only 1 base runner for the Dogs. 3 hits. Now here in the bottom of the 4th inning on YouTube Live, Cam Conley stepped in as that sun is slowly setting here in the table. Coming right towards eye level, so be interesting for the catcher and the guys at the plate and their vision as well. First pitch swinging will be Conley. Burrow having a great day so far, throwing 3 scoreless innings. Another big swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. And Conley guessing there. Already with 6 strikeouts on the day. One misses low. So here's a 1-2 count. Burrow with the pitch. Another slider on the outside corner, and Conley might get there in time. That ball sails away over the head of Payne, the first baseman. Now having to run back is Cam Conley. He's going to be hand out at first base. Conley did try to round and go to second base, but due to the fact that he was out of the first baseline, he could be tagged out after he will reach. He'll be out. Conley was moving down the line. Would have been interesting to see if he would have beaten out the throw anyway. First pitch swinging is Abner Benitez, and in straightaway left field. Under it for the catch will be Alex Green. So quickly, are 2 down.
The right fielder, number 29, Spencer Marcus.
Shortstop, Casey Southey is charged with the E6, and that is out by Conley. The base running miscue. And there for strike 1 to Spencer Marcus, still looking for his first hit of the day, as that's the same idea for this entire Muckdog lineup. The power already with 3 hits. Big swing and a miss there. Again, Stoutenborough just has this Muckdog lineup guessing here. Really mixing his pitch as well. Blowing by the fastball and that slider with great command on the outside corner to right-handers. It's just extremely tough to hit. A block attempt there by Reed. That actually goes over the backstop. 1 and 2. Again, I'd just like to say, great hustle there by Brock Ruby. Great backup. Go all the way to the wall, and that's a sawed-off broken bat. Trying to leg it out will be Spencer Marcus, and just by a step, Stoutenborough gets there in time. Sorry about that. You could not see that there. However, there is another 1-2-3 inning for the Dogs, as Conley would have reached, but he's technically at first base, as 4 innings quickly done here. We are just over an hour into this game. We'll head into the 5th inning. Hinckley, again, trying to keep this game close, as at some point, the Muckdogs hitters are going to have to try to get going here. I'll be back in just a minute here on YouTube Live. For the start of the 5th inning, we'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Batavia Downs Gaming. Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel is the area's premier entertainment destination with great restaurants, events, and on-site hotel. They also host the hottest concerts this summer with the Rock in the Downs Summer Concert Series each Friday night. Be sure to check them out and get tickets at BataviaConcerts.com. Brett Maynard, the first batter here. That one's hit on the ground. Sarmiento will handle it and get the out at first base. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Third baseman number 37, Bryce Arnold.
It's Bryce Arnold's turn. He rounded out to Nate Hinckley in his last at-bat in the 2nd inning. So on the year for the man on the mound, Nate Hinckley. So another ball's hit out towards the left side of the infield. Backhand by Saccone and a strong throw. He has continued to show off his plus arm at short. Gets out number 2. So quickly, Nate Hinckley using his strengths to his advantage and getting some weak contact, some rollovers. And when he's doing that, he is a guy with some amazing stuff. Especially these guys towards the bottom of the lineup. You just want to go right at him. Right there down the middle to Alex Green. Again, Hinckley on the season actually does have 3 losses, as he has 4 starts, 23 innings pitched coming into the day, allowing 13 runs with 13 strikeouts compared to 7 walks, so a good ratio there. 1-3 record, like I said. A little bit over a 5 ERA. So again, it's not like Hinckley's having these blow-up performances. His losses have all came in very tight games. Lost 4-2 against Geneva, and that was one where he went 7 innings. Another 7-inning performance against the Power just a week ago shows that he is a great pitcher, and he's so close to making that breakthrough. Really just has to limit the damage in those 1 innings that he's kind of letting up all of his runs. That ball gets to the backstop, makes it 2-2 now. Has some cloud coverage, makes it a little bit easier to see here in the press box. Here's the 2-2. Hinckley deals. One fouled away off to the right side near the parking lot. Mr. Dunn, I'd like to say thank you for that. It's dedication. 2-2. Outside corner, strike 3 yet again. Nate Hinckley has himself a day. 4 straight scoreless innings for the Muckdog starter, as he has really settled in here. Again, he's not allowed a base runner since the first inning. Back here is the Muckdog Bats have to get alive if they want to be in the win column here in this one. Can't win with 0 runs, as it'll be Daniel Birdway, Charlie Ciccone, and Jerry Reinhardt to up them. Back here on YouTube Live with bottom of the 5th coverage here at Dwyer Stadium. First man up, Daniel Birdway. Birdway with that batting average climbing yet again. It's just a week and a half ago. He was sitting right around 280, and a few games for him where it was held hitless. Plummeted that batting average, but again, with the adjustments that he's made, he's shown a lot of improvement, and due to that, an average right around the 240 mark. It's great to see from an 18-year-old player the progress that he's made. That one hit hard off to Sauku. Let's see if he makes a better throw this time. That one in the dirt, but picked by Ethan Payne. Another retired
Next up for your
batter
Muckdogs is the shortstop,
by
number 5,
Southborough.
Charlie Ciccone.
Charlie Ciccone's turn. Met Mr. and Mrs. Ciccone earlier here today, and great people as well. His son is a very, very determined and great ball player. Works extremely hard. Is here late nights after games and stays till 1 o'clock in the morning hitting balls. So he expects a lot out of himself, and it shows on the field as well. Here's Charlie, the 1-1 in the dirt. Gets ahead in this count, now 2-1. Batavia so far on the season has struggled at times against some of these power pitchers. Ben Miller was a guy through 7 innings, was perfect, did not allow any base runners, and actually was taken out due to some pitch count worries, and due to that, reliever Cameron Gallardo came into that one and had perfect game still intact in the 8th inning, and in the 9th, Daniel Birdway, the guy that was just up for the Muckdogs, actually ended that ball in the dirt. Brock Rudy with a nice block, and will throw out County at first base.
Next up, the extra hitter, number 9, Jerry Reinhardt.
So 2 down in the inning count. Jerry Reinhardt's turn with 2 outs to get something going. As it's just been an inconsistency across the board for this Muckdogs offense as of late. Some days they're hitting on all cylinders. Like yesterday, they had 19 hits in the win over Auburn. A team like Auburn that actually has more wins on the season than Niagara. I know there's not a lot of the common opponents there, but still, you're expecting similar results as even against teams like Jamestown and Elmira as of late, they're still putting up double-digit hits. Some days, that's baseball. You just don't have the same stuff that you normally do. And by all means, Sam Stoutenborough on the mound is a great pitcher for the Power. Got one, the 3-0. A 4-pitch walk for Reinhardt. So with the second walk of the day, no hitter still intact.
Pitcher number 36, Nick Fleming.
Trying to orchestrate a little something here. Reinhardt with the 4-pitch walk, and not baseball related, but congratulations to Jerry as he had his first hole-in-one today. He's golfing with his parents and his brother Jesse, who celebrated his 17th birthday today. 25th hole at Terry Hills, his coveted first hole-in-one, so that was pretty cool. Pitch Fleming, man on first here. Let's see what he can do. Fouled away was the first pitch. Stoutenborough now in the stretch. Haven't seen a whole lot of that today. That one gets away, and Reinhardt will stay stationary at first base. Fleming attends Montevallo University, Division II school in Georgia, a Georgia native as well. Recently visited some of his family, and all of our prayers here in the Muckdogs organization is with him during these tough times. A lot of that performance yesterday absolutely had to do with everything that's going on with him. Here's the 2-1 now. Stoutenborough. Jerry Reinhardt takes his lead. That one will be in the dirt. Brock Rudy attempting the throw to first base to try to nab Reinhardt to end the inning. Here's Fleming taking a few warm-up cuts and a 3-1 count, trying to get a good pitch to hit here. Hitter's count for sure. Doesn't have to expand the zone. Back-to-back walks against Stoutenborough, who again has really limited his walks up to this point. Here's the 3-1. Big swing and a miss there by Mitch Fleming. Good cut though. Stoutenborough coming into the game has only allowed 1 walk in 9 innings. Already has 2 today. Again, he's just allowed 3 hits in 9 innings. So very great pitcher here on the bump for the Power. Cal Berkeley is a perennial team. Reinhardt will go, and that's going to be strike 3. So inning over. That one looked a little outside.
No runs, no hits, or no errors.
Continues to grow as he picks up 2 strikeouts here this inning. He'll take him to 7 on the game. Stoutenborough is talking to the home plate umpire. Not too sure about what. But bottom of the 5th inning, the Grand Corporation Kids Run, always a fan favorite here at the ballpark. During this time, we'd like to thank another one of our sponsors, Tompkins Bank of Castile. Tompkins Bank of Castile is a community bank that was founded back in 1869. They now have 15 offices in 6 counties across the western New York region. Services include complete lines of business, consumer deposit accounts and loans, business accounts and loans, and leasing. In addition, insurance is offered through an affiliate company.
Our thanks again to Grand Corporation
Wealth
for
management, trust,
sponsoring
and
the
investment
Muckdogs
services
Kids
provided
Club.
through Tompkins
Advances
Financial
this
Advisors.
evening connect with the Muckdogs like never
5
before.
innings
Exclusive
are
content
done.
on our social media
Nate
platforms.
Hinckley
Make
still
sure you
on the
follow
mound. I'm going
us
to take a
on
quick break,
Facebook,
and we will be
Instagram,
back here
and
shortly
Twitter.
here on YouTube Live. And Nate Hinckley's family here from Bradenton, Florida in attendance, and you can hear them cheering on. Tonight's starting pitcher for the Dogs as did allow 2 runs in the first inning, but really has simmered down. He's put 4 zeros on the scoreboard since. First pitch to the leadoff hitter in the power order, Noah Marcello. He's 0 for 2 so far today. Was high. Hinckley now. A foul ball, chasing after it is Birdway, and that's going to be right towards the visitors' clubhouse and actually bounced right off the roof. A little more about the people in the visitors' clubhouse. The Niagara Power, their head coach, Stu Peterson, father of MLB outfielder Jock Peterson, a longtime Dodger, and Stu was actually drafted by the Dodgers as well. Played shortly with them. Less than 10 games, but still very big accomplishment to make it to the major leagues. His son is actually here as well, not Jock, but Jock's older brother, Champ. And Champ was actually in LA a few days ago, as now Jock plays with the Chicago Cubs. So for Chicago's first appearance to Dodger Stadium, as that one definitely got Mitch Fleming in not the best area, and running out is our new trainer as well. Hopefully Fleming will be okay. But again, a little bit more about what I was saying. And the first game of that series on Friday night, Jock Peterson was awarded his World Series ring from last season, the 2020 season. And also, Champ was in attendance and also received a World Series championship ring, which was pretty cool. And talked to him about that earlier today, and it was pretty cool to meet him. And he said, "Oh, what's your name?" And we talked for a minute, and then he said instantly, "Go follow me on Instagram." So I said, "You know what, Champ, I'll follow you on Instagram." And he got a kick out of that as well. Has a lot more clout than me on social media as well. Has 41,000 Instagram followers. So if you'd like to, read up on their relationship, it's actually a pretty cool story. Jock and Champ Peterson. Jock has, made his brother a very top priority in his life, and throughout the years has always brought him around, and his other teammates have been very friendly to him as well. So here's the full count from Hinckley. That one swung on, hit high and deep towards left field, chasing after it at the wall, and right on the warning track, Abner Benitez tracks down that ball that was a absolute moonshot. Hit that ball straight in the air. Was Marcello. Not go over the wall though, so that's just going to be out number 1.
Gabrielson.
Again, the Muckdogs, as that ball was almost close to getting out, still have not hit a home run here in their first 10 home games. Actually, you can make it 11, 12 actually, due to the exhibition games, or friendlies as the owner Robbie Nichols wants to call them, against the Mansfield and Elmira. Hit them all on the road. Abner Benitez with 3, Spencer Marcus with 1, Mitch Fleming with 1. So if they want to make the home fans happy, start hitting some out here at Dwyer Stadium as well. 1-1 count to Cole Gabrielson, who has reached twice and has scored one of the 2 runs for the Power. And again with Marcel, he's flown out to right field, center field, and left field. So it's always a point where you're like, man, I just can't do anything right now. Count to Gabrielson is 2-1. Here's the pitch by Hinckley. That one hit out to center field. Chasing after it is Rodriguez. He'll scamper over and collect the second out. Rodriguez a little busy out there in center field tonight.
First baseman
Nice
number
gesture
35,
as well
Ethan
by the
Payne.
coaching staff to have him get some reps on his birthday as well. So Ethan Payne due up as the Muckdogs trying to get their third straight 1-2-3 inning. They've only allowed one base runner since the second inning, and that was Cole Gabrielson on the E6 by Charlie Ciccone. First pitch to Payne, one low for a ball. It'll be interesting to see how long they stretch out Hinckley, a guy that can go into the later half of the game. Still, nobody actually warming up, I believe. That might be Trey Bacon stretching, as that one is hit to the opposite field, and we saw two opposite field hits for Ethan Payne in the doubleheader. He gets another one here as that batting average continues to rise for the Tennessee Volunteer.
Designated hitter number 25, Scott Ogren.
So that would be the fourth hit of the day for the Power. Their first since the first inning. Only 2 outs, a man out. Again, a little review of the week ahead. I actually put on our social media pages a little graphic, and I believe I'm going to do that every single Monday for the rest of the year. Just a reminder of the games, and just a nice way to look ahead at the rest of the week. Playing right now against the Power on Monday, the first scheduled off day of this season, excuse me. A lot of the guys very excited for a rest day, not just for their bodies, but for their mind as well. Because at the collegiate level, you're really not used to playing every single day. You're playing, 4 games a week, and the majority of those are on the weekends with a doubleheader on mostly Saturdays. But again, it's a demanding schedule, and for guys with their first appearance in a league like this, that's it's basically training for being a professional baseball player. It can be taxing on these guys, and even on me. It's something that I wasn't used to as well. I believe that because of that, as these guys are going to get more accustomed to their daily regimen, I think it's only going to be better in the month of July. A few more home games scattered in there as well. I believe there's 13 home games. Don't quote me on that in the month of July. Maybe a few more as well that are exhibition games. So here's the 1-2 from Hinckley. That pitch outside. Muckdogs, however, will be back to work on the incoming Wednesday. We're away at Dunfield against the Pioneers, which again is a place that they have found a lot of success. Only 3 losses on the year for the Pios at home, and the Muckdogs are responsible for 2 of them. Swung on and hit hard on the curveball. Ciccone will take the easy route over to the last round.
1 hit, no errors, 1 runner.
6 innings are
Hey,
here and
who's
through.
looking for some pizza?
I don't know. That's a great question. Let's
Actually,
hear it for
I'm
some
sorry. It's the
pizza.
top of the 6th inning. Now we're at the bottom half of the 6th inning. Sorry about that. As the score bug just put an extra half frame in there. As Sam Stout and Burrow will be up yet again. We'll see what he can do. As he still has not allowed a base runner on this season. Take a quick break here on YouTube Live. I will be back in just a few seconds. Rodriguez will get things started here in the bottom of the 6th inning against Sam Stoutenborough, who has had the Muckdogs number so far. That one's chopped over to Casey Sauke on the first pitch. Off balance throw gets Rodriguez by a step. Again,
Next up for the
series
third
so
base
far
number
is
10,
3-2 in
Ben
favor
Sarmiento.
of the Muckdogs as they split the last doubleheader, so taking a game back with power. If they win tonight, they're tied at 3-3, and again, these are games if you're Batavia trying to climb back up in the standings, that a team that is, in 2 places behind you, you kind of not must wins, but you're expected to win those games. You're not stressing enough in those scenarios because you want to build up a lot more momentum when you are playing with teams like Jamestown and Elmira and Geneva that are in front of you right now, putting you in a better position to grab one of those spots that you ultimately want to have to be playing in August in the playoffs. This downstairs, 4-2. Sarmiento is one of 2 base runners so far tonight for the Muckdogs as he was walked back in the 3rd inning. That one inside, right down the line, but will be touched foul by the 3rd baseman, Bryce Arnold. So again, off day tomorrow, away against Elmira, and then a home-and-home series against Newark. So a home game against the Pilots, a team that they are 2-0 against so far this season. At home on Thursday, on Canada Day. And they are away Friday with a 4-game homestand coming up after that. With a home game on the 3rd, that'll be the firework night. So if you're watching and planning on attending the normal 4th of July fireworks display, it'll actually be on the 3rd this year. So just keep that in mind. There'll still be other festivities on the actual 4th of July game, but if you're there for the fireworks, it'll be the 3rd. That's the game that you'll be wanting to watch. Here's the full count. That one chopped again off to the left side. Arnold will grab it instead of Sauke, and another off-balance throw, and Sarmiento almost tripped there. So putting the ball in play are the Muckdogs.
Base number 16, Michael Florian.
Still trying to break up this no-hitter. Florida. Strikeout last at bat. Trying to make sure this isn't another 1-2-3 inning for Stoutenborough. One will be, they're saying that it didn't hit him. They're going to bring over the base umpire. No, it did kind of look, there was an inside roll made there by Florides, but not an actual attempt, and they're saying that it's just going to be a ball. So here's the 1-0 now. Swung on and hit foul. But in those games that will be at home throughout the weekend, actually be playing the Power on Friday night here at home yet again. And another crossover game with the Mansfield Destroyers. Sam Stoutenborough was not very pleased with, so that one got to the backstop. The 4th of July game will be a crossover with the Mansfield Destroyers of the NYCBL. And on the 5th, another crossover game as the Syracuse Saltcats come to town. Saltcats, a team that my roommate at Canisius College, Mike DeStefano, plays for, so a little bit of bragging rights are involved in that game as well. It is a walk to Michael Florida, so the 3rd walk of the day for Stoutenborough. Again, hasn't given up the thing. I want to be the jinx here, so the thing that's still intact. I know I already said it uncontrollably, but now thinking about it, not say those words again. So here's Cam Connolly, the leadoff man. Did reach on an E6, but due to the fact that he did not stay on first base or after running through first base and kind of made the turn to head to second, but realizing that the backup and Brock Rudy was there. Rudy just grabbed the ball and making his way back to first, sliding in, not in time, was Cam Connolly, and he was retired. Count now sits at 1-1. That pitch swung out, hit high, deep out to right center field, but Cole Gabrielson will make his way out towards the Ficarella's Pizza side.
No errors, one runner.
With Ficarella's being one of our sponsors, we will thank all of our sponsors here at the end of the sixth inning. Tompkins Bacon cast out, United Medical Center, New York 529 savings, Score, David Downs Gaming, Alex's Place, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Noah Boy Chiropractic, and who I just mentioned, Ficarella's Pizza. As the seventh inning is coming on, we will see a new pitcher, Trey Bacon from Tallahassee Community College, will be on the mound as Nate Hinckley's day is done. As I write down Nate Hinckley's final stat line, I'll be back here on YouTube Live in just a minute. And after going through my book, Nathan Hinckley's final stat line, 6 innings pitched, allowing just 4 hits, 3 of those coming in the first inning, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. If the score stays the same, he will pick up the loss, making his record 1-4. So score is 2-0. Another beautiful night sky here in Batavia. And a lot of baseball skies so far this season. This is definitely towards the top of the list. So now here is Trey Bacon, first pitch for the dual right-hand pitcher slash middle infielder. In their fourth strike. Haven't seen Trey hit in a few games as well. The switch hitter that has a lot of speed on the base paths. Brock Rudy fans on that one. Might have foul tipped it. Caught by Mitch Fleming. Trey Bacon, a guy that, even though he's standing just 5'10", he can zip it as he has a hose there on the mound. He gets set and delivers the 0-2, just misses outside. Rudy so far today did have one of the 4 power hits so far in this game. Was stranded on third base. That one, big swing and miss. So first batter that Bacon faces today, that one will be the first out.
Right fielder number 1, Aaron Greenfield.
So gets the swinging strikeout is Bacon. He will face the right fielder Aaron Greenfield, who again has one of the 4 hits for the power. Low scoring battle. Haven't had a lot of these so far this season. Last one coming in the loss against Jamestown on the road at Russell E. Diethrick Park. As the Muckdogs dropped a heartbreaker 2-1 last Friday. They're still looking for their first win on the season against Jamestown, the team that is in first place in the West Division. That one smoked back up the middle. Nice hit by Aaron Greenfield for a multi-hit day. for him.
The shortstop, number 12, Casey Salke.
Casey Salke's turn. He also trying to get in the hit column here today. 1 for 2. Rochester native earlier in the day, because I also am an intern throughout the day here at Dwyer Stadium. Sold some tickets to one of his family members. And there for strike 1. Still a great crowd. The temperature dropping a little bit, a lot cooler, a lot less sticky. 0-1. This is low. Nice off-speed pitch there. Bacon takes a look at Greenfield at first base. Here's the 1-1. That one hops. Mitch Fleming couldn't grab that one, so taking the extra base will be Greenfield. Man at second base. Haven't had a man threatening in scoring position since the 3rd. Muckdogs still trying to get a man in scoring position for the first half today. Just 3 base runners, all in the form of a walk. The Benitez, Marcus, and Birdway trying to break the thing that's still intact. That one fouled away by Salke. Double play, obviously not in effect currently with Greenfield at second base. Pitch just misses upstairs. Haven't really got that call all day. So we'll have a full count here for Trey Bacon. Base knock and first batter he faced a strikeout. See what he does here. What Bacon can do. Stepping off, maybe, as takes a long look at Greenfield. Will now step off. Forgot to mention his stats so far this year on the mound. 4 games, 1 start, 8 innings pitched. Allowing 10 hits, 7 runs, only 4 of them earned. As right-hander has 12 strikeouts, now 13 compared to 6 walks. As in 0-1 record for a 4.5 ERA. So we'll try the full count yet again. And the pitch, swung on, hit out towards Benitez. That one, line drive right at him. Didn't even really have to move. For the second out, as infield can now just worry about getting the out at first base.
That's number 16, Brett Maynard.
Limited amount of at-bats, 12 coming into the day. He's hitting .333. Two down, man on second base as the TCU middle infielder steps up to the dish. Trying to keep Greenfield close is Bacon, as he has taken large leads over there. A good jump as with a base knock into the outfield. With a lead like that, you're definitely scoring. There's a pitch. Outside corner, called for a strike. I really like the zone that we've had today by our home plate umpire. I think as the season has gone on, we've had a lot better calls as well. Bacon takes a few more looks. Fake going there is Greenfield. 2-0 count. Excuse me, 1-1 count. There's a pitch by Bacon. One outside corner yet again, as he's had real great command of that outer third part of the zone. 1-2, 2 down. And you get Brett Maynard out here. It's Bacon. Off-speed pitch. That's a swing and miss pitch. Wasn't really trying to locate that one for a strike. Maynard will hold back on it. It'll be 2-2. So here's 2-2. Bacon, that one gets a pop fly. That one will be in on the infield. Chasing after it is Ciccone, calling off Floridas, and making the grab is Charlie Ciccone. So, again, another zero on the scoreboard in the first inning that Trey Bacon pitches here today. It's time to stretch here at Dwyer Stadium. Here, take me out to the ball game. We will be back.
We got some special singers over at the third base dugout. Ready to sing it, so join
World still on the mound. So as a new pitcher comes into the game, kind of got faked out there as it looks like Stoughton Burrow is going to come back on the mound, but it's going to be the right-hander, number 21, Jack Schlafman pitches at Grossmont College, going into his junior year, originally from Spring Valley, California. Stoughton Burrow's final line, 6 innings pitched just like Hinckley. Do not allow a hit. Allowing 3 base runners, all in the form of walks and 7 strikeouts. Starting things off here will be Abner Benitez. Benitez first pitch to him, swung on and hit foul off of his foot. So we'll see what Schlotman can do here. So far on the season for him, has 9 games pitched for 15 innings, no starts, so he's just strictly out of the pen. Allowing 15 hits, 9 runs, only 7 of them earned, and 16 strikeouts compared to 6 walks, with a 1-1 record. Schlotman again, ERA at 4.2. Another number that ends 2-0 to count here to Abner Benitez. Taking time will be the Miami, Florida native, and Alabama State of Luis Rodriguez. In the bottom of the 7th inning, Schlotman gets the sign, 2-2 count. Long pause, but delivers home. Off speed that be spit on by Benitez. A long talk with the Muckdogs bench before they got the bats rolling here in the 7th. Sometimes they are just a team that it just takes a few innings to get things going under their belts before we've always see them kind of pressing towards the end, but not really pressing, but coming back into the ball game. Offense definitely rolls towards the latter half in the game, and that's what we're currently in. Niagara up in this one so far, 2-0. Well, the ball bounces to the plate. Caught on a one hop by Brock Ruby to even it up at 2 apiece. Benitez in a battle here. It would be pretty big for the Muckdogs' confidence, getting the lead runner on with a new pitcher in the ballgame. Schlotman will pitch home. Also misses high, so 0-2, 3-2. Count now to Abner Benitez. Have that batting average rise even more. And the payoff from Schlotman. That one hit back up towards the middle. Casey Sauke kind of shaded towards the middle of the diamond. He will get out number 1. So Benitez doing a good job putting the ball in play, fighting back in the count. Change up that he pokes back up the middle.
Fielder number 29,
Sauke
Spencer Farkas.
Insider report of these two teams playing each other a lot more. We'll pick up on the tendencies as well. Spencer Marcus also has held hitless so far. I have to go back and see, but definitely has a hitting streak that is over 5 games at this point. Spencer in his crouch. Especially we've seen as of late with the 2-strike approach really gets deeper in that crouch. Big emphasis on putting the ball in play. Into all 3 fields as that pitch also misses to make it 2-0. The Niagara University outfielder who will be extremely pleased with his success that he's had this summer. Be a cornerstone in that Purple Eagle lineup. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, hit foul. The Canada native will be very happy to be playing here on Canada Day against the Newark Pilots on Thursday, 1st of July. Originally from Chatham, Kent, Ontario. Attended Dodge City Community College out in Kansas to start out his collegiate career. After tearing it up at Dodge City, had the offer to go play closer to home in Niagara, just over the Ontario border, and that's where he is. Limited playing time, but it's going to be very hard to see the numbers that he's put up in a very competitive league like the PGCBL, and not wanting to build your lineup around him. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. It will be a strikeout, the first of the day for Schlotman, with 2 down in the inning.
First baseman number 34, Daniel Birdway.
Birdway has also been retired 2 times so far today. Fly ball hit out to center fielder Cole Gabrielson, as well as a ground out to Casey Sauke. It's a nice pick by Ethan Payne. Is Schlotman from the stretch. Slider, that would miss outside. Still trying to get things going here. Schlotman gets settled back in after time was called. Again, beautiful sky here at Dwyer Stadium as Birdway gets his first strike of the count to him. It will be Birdway looks like there will be a pinch hitter for Charlie County. Blair Fredrick is on the on-deck circle. Interesting to see Ciccone, his parents in the lineup, in attendance. Pardon me for that. So not too sure what they're going to do with the switches there. Maybe shift over Florides to short. We have somebody else come in to play at second. Cam Connolly thought his arm was not ready yet, so not too sure. I believe that Blair Fredrick would be playing a spot in the infield. Maybe we'll see. But not too sure what the substitutions will be for Batavia. So after that foul ball by Birdway, makes it 2-2. Elvin Community College, yesterday's player of the night. The pitch outside, trying to stick it, is Brock Ruby, but didn't get the call as that one was a few balls outside. Niagara trying to climb back in the standings. This would be a huge momentum win for them. They lost another one in their last game. Trying to split the season series with the Muckdogs. That one not tempted at. And the fourth Batavia walk on the day. Again, still trying to pick up their first you-know-what of the day. The walk would be Blair Fredrick. Charlie Ciccone's day is done. Had a ground out and then a strikeout. And again, I keep saying this, it's a next man up mentality for Skip Martinez. As he doesn't really care who you are, as Mercer County again has been the best players for Batavia. He's not here to make you feel good, he's here to win ball games. And tonight with not the best at-bats that we've seen from Charlie, he says, well, we'll give it to another lefty that is hungry for more at-bats, and that's Blair Fredrick. Pitch to him was in there for a strike. Next pitch outside and low to even it up. We have seen Fredrick also hit a home run so far this year. Hit it last week in Newark at Colburn Park. Wonder when we will see Blair back on the mound, as that one's crushed, and that will break up the no-hitter. A very smart move there by Joe Martinez, as the no-hitter is broken up here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Again, Niagara very close, getting into the latter half of the game with both perfect hitters and no-hitters intact, but
the extra hitter number 9, Jerry Reinhardt.
Now 2 runners on, and gaining some speed here is Batavia. And last time with Ben Miller and Cameron Gallardo having that perfect game still intact. Heading into the 9th, Daniel Birdway got a hit, and they actually scored 2 more runs in that game to at least make it a little bit more feasible, as that was a 5-2 loss for Batavia. Losing his hat there was Schlappman. Got the strike. So now it's Jerry Reinhardt with 2 men on. First time that they've been in that situation here today. Here is the 0-1. Again, just had a 0-1 earlier in the day, so luck has been on his side. That one hit over to Arnold. Arnold will make a strong throw and just got him by a half a step. That's Reinhardt. So, progress there in the bottom of the 7th inning. Batavia does get their first hit of the game with hitter Blair Fredrick. Got on base. We'll see if the Muckdogs can keep fighting to get back in this game, as they are still down at this one 2-0.
for
And
Niagara.
the changes for the Muckdogs still staying on the mound will be Trey Bacon. However, all Blair Fredrick had to do today was get the hit, his 5th of the season, and just 18 at-bats. Coming into the game playing second base will be Payne Walton, with Michael Florides shifting over to shortstop. Getting ready, adjusted is our home plate umpire. He's ready to go. So Trey Bacon on the bump facing the number 10 hitter in the power lineup, Alex Green. First pitch to him is another strike, pounding the zone to start off these Niagara hitters. Some fans getting into this one. A lot of life after that hit by Fredrick, because everybody in the park knew what was going on. And just misses. One in there for a strike. And Bacon with another pitch. That one will go to the backstop. So 2-2. High, so we'll run it back up to full here. Alex Green so far today, struck out twice. Last strikeout was back in the 5th. One will be a walk. Oh, excuse me, it's actually Bryce Arnold there. Alex Green now hitting is. My book had this judgment there. Bryce Arnold gets the free pass, and now it'll be Alex Green. Green again, 0 for 2 on the day, and also was the third baseman Bryce Arnold. That one gets away from Mitch Fleming. Arnold will be at second base. So after gaining a little bit of momentum, even though you didn't have a run score, not ideal to have more base runners here. Especially with no outs. Pass balls will always be the death of you. So with a 1-0, let's see what Bacon can do to battle back. Keep Arnold at third. That one hit out to right field. Chasing back after it is Spencer Marcus. He will have 1 foot out in the warning track, and that one a strong throw in, but tagging up to third base will be Arnold. Nice sacrifice there for Green.
Second baseman number 19, Noah Marcello.
Moving runners along there. 1 out, flips back up to the top of the order. Noah Marcello also trying to get his first hit of the day. Top of the 8th inning, the Power threatening yet again. As Batavia still trying to look for their first run. First pitch to him with the infield in, and that one come in and hits him. And that was a very hard sound. I don't know if that hit the bat. That might have hit the bat as well. Because that also sounded, I don't know. We'll see what the umpires think. That was a very loud noise just for it to be an Evo shield.
Hey, only one makes that sound cultural.
And they will grant him first base. So not the end of the world, as now the double play is in effect.
Center field number 6, Cole Gabrielson.
To the people in the bench that had a much better view of that one to see if it actually was a hit by pitch. Now Mitch Fleming puts the first and third play on. And we'll go back to baseball here. Mitch trying to pick off the man at first. Noah Marcello will get back in time. Trying to keep him close. Make sure that doesn't score. Bacon getting set. His first pitch to Cole Gabrielson will come here. That pitch home. Inside changeup for the first strike. Again, just 90 feet away is Bryce Arnold. Had that leadoff walk on the full count. Moved over to third base after the sacrifice by Alex Green. Will deliver home, runner goes, Noah Marcello, and they'll just throw it to Floridas. Scampering back is Arnold. Had that one read like a book was Niagara. So now the count is 1-1. Two runners on. You want to keep this as close of a game as possible due to the fact that the Muckdogs bats really haven't done much. Infield back in on the grass, and that one's going to probably score too. That one gets down. Cole Gabrielson, one run will score, and easily standing up will be Marcello, and they're going to try to give him at first, and he won't decide not to throw it to Birdway. So that is a 2 RBI single for Cole Gabrielson. Coming into the day, hitting 291. That'll probably bring him over to 300.
First base number 35.
Well as picking up more RBIs on the year. Now he's in double digits with 11. So that makes the game 4-0. And now Ethan Payne due up. A guy that also can do a whole lot of damage as well. That one first pitch strike yet again. So with Arnold, the leadoff man, coming around to score, as well as Noah Marcello. Again, walks do come around to score. They've been doing a good job lifting that in Hinckley's last few innings. And same thing with Bacon in the first few, but he's led up 2 runs here. Just 1 out and an 0-2 count and a man on first base with the heart of the power order due up next. Ethan Payne, Knight's first baseman, originally from Tennessee as well. 0-2, just misses the inside corner. Nice pitch that was in on the hands, jamming Payne just in case he swings there. You get a rollover off to the right side. If not, you get the strike 3 call in most situations, but did not get it there. And now the 1-2 from Bacon. Swung on and missed, and that will be Ethan Payne's second strikeout of the night. Now waiting back on the off-speed. Bacon, the strikeout.
Designated hitter number 25, Scott Ogren.
Ogren due up here. It's DH, also 0 for 3 with the strikeout to Hinckley. Going in motion is Gabrielson trying to get his another stolen base on the year. That is his 3rd swiped bag here today. That one was also a ball on the pitch. Back to Gabrielson. With a 3, I believe that puts him at 13. 13 stolen bases on the year. That one hit high off to the left side in foul ground. Chasing after it is Ethan Sarmiento with the catch. So the side is now retired, not after. 2 more runs are put on the scoreboard for Niagara. Still 2 more chances for the Muckdogs with the bats to get back into this game. Who up first will be Rich Fleming, Lucas Rodriguez, and Ethan Sarmiento. We'll be back here on YouTube Live. again back here on YouTube Live in the waning innings here on a Monday night at Dwyer Stadium. Batavia finds himself down 4-0 against the last place Power in the Western Division. Batavia sitting in fourth, trying to climb back up the standings. So a late game rally here as Jack Lotman pitches just one inning in relief, and now it'll be Seth Tomczak's turn. The Arizona State Sun Devil has not pitched too much this year, has 2 appearances, just 3 innings, and has kind of been hit around a little bit as he has allowed 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, compared to just 2 strikeouts for a 9 ERA. Again, limited sample size, but coming into the situation for obvious reasons to get some confidence back. He is a Pac-12 player, so obviously a great pitcher. That one swung on and hit off to the right side. Chasing after it was the first baseman, who I believe is still Ethan Payne. Mitch Fleming now in an 0-2 hole. See what he can do with it. And the sun has set. Lights are on here at Dwyer Stadium. Mostly later in the game. That's when the bats start rolling for the Dogs. There's Tomczak with a head of hair coming out of that hat. Here's the 0-2 pitch from him. Swung on and not caught by Rudy. Coming out to grab this one is manager Stu Peterson. So here is Fleming with the dog noises coming through the stadium. Let's see if he can be a dog here in this count. Come back. The 0-2 swung on and hit. Sounded like a broken bat. In already was Greenfield in right field, and he will make the catch.
Center fielder number 42, Luis Rodriguez.
Luis Rodriguez still in this one, trying to get his first hit of the ball game. Again, his 20th birthday, so that would be a great birthday present to get the second hit of the day for the Dogs. So far in the season, still hasn't got a whole lot of at-bats. His first pitch swinging, and he might get here on this. That one will not be fielded by Bryce Arnold, and that will be a hit for Luis Rodriguez. So again, happy birthday to him. Muckdogs have a base runner here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Didn't have to be anything too pretty. Hey, it's a hit.
Next up for Batavia, number 10, the third baseman, Ethan Sarmento.
Mento so far on the day has been walked and grounded out for the second out back in the 6th inning. Did have 2 hits yesterday. Trying to build off that performance. Didn't even start yesterday. Was a pinch hitter for Ethan Frasca at third base. Big swing and a miss there. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Swung on in this uppercut swing there by Mento. Another pitch inside. Tomczak trying to get the second out here. He's facing the number 9 man in the Muckdog lineup with Michael Florides due up next. And in the 9th inning, that would set up if they're retired in order here. Top of the order to come up. Throw over. Rodriguez getting back in time. And with the man on first base, Luis Rodriguez, that was his 5th hit on the year. So around the 200 mark now. That one high for a ball. Getting a lead now is Rodriguez. Tomczak getting set, has the sign. With a pause, comes home. Well, another swing and a miss, and that seems like a little bit of a different swing there by Sarmiento. Really uppercutting with that swing. Nevertheless, Michael Florida's turn. The now shortstop in the lineup with 2 outs here in the 8th inning. Stepping in is Florides. Rodriguez trying to be the Muckdogs' first run today. One fouled away. There is a lefty in the power bullpen, so we'll see if Tom Zach's just going to go one. And another righty in the Muckdog pen. He is deep in the distance, so can't really see who it is at this moment in time. One is outside, so a nice take there by Michael Florides. Popping the glove out there, and the visitor's bullpen is that left-hander. You could hear that all the way up in the press box. That one bounced, but caught by Ruby. 2-1 here. Ahead now in the count is Florides. Pretty good again. Great crowd here. I'm very pleased with the amount of people in attendance so far this year at Dwyer Stadium. Here's the 2-1. Again, outside. 3 straight balls now. Florides getting back in this count. Trying to have, for the second straight inning, 2 men on. Giving them at least a better chance to get back into this ball game. The 3-1. Oh, and that one a late strike call on the inside corner. Really hasn't called that pitch for a strike too much today. Now having to go grab his bat is Florides, and anytime that happens, if a ball is in the stratosphere of a strike, mostly called for strike 3. Have a full count. Rodriguez not being held at first base by Payne, so he'll be on the move. And the pitch. That one will miss high, and regardless if the last one was a strike or not, Florides is on first. 2 men on, and Cam Connolly due up. We've seen him play hero so far this year.
Cameron Conley.
As 2 weeks ago to the day, Cam Connolly had the first and only so far this year walk-off for the Dogs in a 6-5 win over the Pioneers. That pitch outside corner in there for strike 1. And Cam Connolly has come up clutch. Batting average now went down a little bit, but he makes it hard for Skip Martinez to not be at the top of the lineup. He's at 302. That one's hit on the ground. That one's going to get through. Being waved around to score is Luis Rodriguez. That throw will be cut off by Ethan Payne, and the first run scores. So that was built up nicely as, again, playing hero, putting the first run on the board is Cam Connolly. Getting another RBI on the season, as Cam Connolly just got his 6th RBI.
On the scoreboard, left fielder number 21, Abner Benitez.
So the birthday boy comes all the way around to score. First Muckdog run in the game. This is now a 4-1 ball game. Traveling to second base is Florides. Now it's Abner Benitez's turn. Going on the pitch, getting down, and no throw is, again, Arnold was way off in the position. They actually have a shift over to the right side due to Benitez being a pulling left-handed hitter, and a very smart move and a great read there by Skip Martinez to put the runners in motion, and a great jump by the lead runner, Michael Florides there. So he picks up another stolen base on the year. I believe that's his 5th. Cam Connolly will also be behind him. Now in scoring position. There's a roll over to Noah Marcello. He kind of makes a funny read at it, and he misses the ball. Ethan Payne missed the ball. 2-run score on the crucial error there. Wow, that looks like to be an inning ender, but that is always why you run out to play at first base. You never know what's going to happen. That will be an E4. And now Abner Benitez is standing on second base. So again, the Muckdogs love to make it interesting in the late half of games. The score was Martinez and Cam Conley. And again, that's another big reason why having those runners go into motion was so clutch. Spencer Marcus due up here. Looks like Stu Peterson over there was going to blow a head gasket, as I would be pretty upset too. Looks like Marcello had trouble reading that one. I don't know if he got caught up in, he should have charged that one. Took it on a weird hop, kind of had his back leg behind him. Nevertheless, the man that you want up with the game time run at second base, Spencer Marcus due up here. Trying to pick up his 19th RBI. That will tie him at first in RBIs in the entire league. Time has been called. Abner Benitez is being subbed out of the game. Christian Robinson coming in as a pinch runner. So Benitez did his job with the ball in play. And now Christian Robinson, with his speed and also good defensive ability, he will be playing probably center field, and they'll shift over Luis Rodriguez into left.
Your attention please, now pinch running for Batavia. Number 2, Christian Robinson. Robinson now on second base for your Muckdogs.
Robinson now just lead runner, game tying runner at second base. Spencer Marcus in a big spot here. Time and time again, he has also came up big in these spots. Pitch by Tom Zach, takes a few looks at Robinson, and that one fought off, hit off a dribbler to the right side, but a foul ball. Due up next is Daniel Birdway if Spencer Marcus reaches. Again, this was just big for them to get the hard part out of the way. Don't want to stop here. Keep the foot on the gas pedal with number 3 hitter Spencer Marcus due up here. So 1 and 2 now. To the Niagara Purple Eagle. The pitch swung on and missed. That was Tom Zach's best off-speed pitch of the day. Marcus goes down on strike for the second time today. Again, just like I said, he got the hard part out of the way, scoring the majority of the runs. However, need to keep this at a 1-run ball game. Batavia is going into the bullpen. We will be back in just a minute as we figure out who that will be. You're watching Batavia Muckdog Baseball here on YouTube Live with a thriller down the stretch. And Skip Martinez was signaling over to the bullpen, but probably what he's done a lot of the time this year, have the man that was out on the mound the inning before go until he runs into some trouble. And then if things are starting to get out of hand, we'll bring in a new pitcher. That one will slice out of play into the general admissions bleacher seats. So 1-1 here in the top of the 9th inning. If you're just joining us here on YouTube Live, Batavia just scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to make it just a 1-run ball game after Niagara made it a 4-0 ball game with 2 runs scored in the top of the 8th. 1-1. Pitch in there for a strike. Nice pitch on the outside corner by Bacon. One and two. Here's Bacon now. That pitch misses outside. So 2-2 count. Trey Bacon still on the mound. That one also just misses outside, so now they run it full. First runner up here, Brock Rudy, is 1 for 3 today. Did have a single in his first trip. That pitch by Bacon also misses outside, so coming way back in the count is Rudy. And with that leadoff walk, you saw Tony Burlington kind of shaking his head there.
Right fielder number 1.
After that one, and now it makes it a tough decision. Do you keep Bacon in against Aaron Greenfield, who already has 2 hits today, or do you bring in a fresh arm? So, believe that they're going to keep Bacon in. And get the double play now. That one is popped up off to the right side. Birdway trying to make a play on it, and that one will also scamper into the seats. Trey Bacon trying to keep this at just a 1-run deficit for the Dogs. He gets set, and in 0-1 count, that one misses way high. Bacon here. That one will be in there for strike 2. So now, after getting ahead in the count, let's see if he can continue to stay ahead and not allow another walk. It would be worst case scenario here. That's Aaron Greenfield. Field again, a Los Angeles native. That one, perfect. And they get the first one. Caden Walton throws it over, and a nice throw, and they punch him out as well. The 6-4-3 double play. Started off with Michael Floridas with the flip. Caden Walton with the strong throw, and just like that, there's 2 down here in the top of the 9th. Did exactly what he needed to do in that situation. Get a roll over in a 1-2 count. A ball just outside the zone on a curveball. Had Greenfield reaching, and with that, there's 2 outs now. So now it's Casey Sauke's turn. Has struggled at the plate here today. That one hits the protective netting for the first strike. First double play rolled here today for the Dogs. As a team, just a very defensively sound group. Cleaned up a lot of the sloppy play that we saw in the first few games of the year. That one hit out to right field. That one's going to get down. And Casey Sauke just kind of jogging to that one. Wasn't trying to think too out of the box there, but he does pick up a hit.
Extra hitter number 16, Rhett Maynard.
So Sauke picks up his first hit. 1 for 4 on the day. Oh, Brett Maynard. He's been quiet today, but from what we've seen so far this year, that bat can wake up at any point in time. And that one popped up. Trying to make a play on it is Mitch Fleming. He throws the mask and gets the last out. Just got heckled by a fan, and it worked out. So just one run, and the Muckdogs in a great spot to have another walk-off here and make these fans happy here at Dwyer Stadium on a Monday night. The score is 4-3. Going into the bottom of the 9th inning, it is Birdway, Hayden Walton, and Jerry Reinhardt. We'll see a new pitcher on the mound. That was the man in the bullpen, the left-hander for the Power. Still trying to see a number on this one. And it's going to be number 30, A.C. Chavez, a guy that they have already seen and done pretty well against. So, interesting move by Stu Peterson. We will be back here in a thriller down the stretch here on YouTube Live in just a minute. And we are here in the bottom of the 9th inning. A.C. Chavez is the man that is on bump for Niagara, as he is a guy in the first game of the doubleheader against the Muckdogs. In the 7th inning, came into that game in the 4-1 loss for the Power, and was responsible for 2 of the 3 runs in the top of that inning. So Muckdogs have had success against the left-hander from St. Mary's University. That's the first one deep in the hole. Casey Selke, he can't make the play. Starting things off, first pitch against him, Daniel Birdway gets a base knock. It's going to be the 4th hit for the Dogs here today.
Second baseman number 4, Hayden Walton.
Again, a no-hitter going into the 6th inning in this one. In the 7th inning. Coming up, Blair Fredrick, the pinch hitter, the base knock, and momentum here for the Dogs. Here's Kane Walton. Let's see if he will try to lay down the bunt. And trying to pull back will be Kane Walton, and this bench is alive for the Muckdogs. Again, on the season for Chavez, has 7 appearances in just 6 innings, has let up 12 hits in 11 runs. 7 strikeouts compared to 7 walks for a 16.50 ERA. So this is very doable for the Dogs. Again, a team that has found themselves in this situation, down 1 or 2 runs with their last ups multiple times, and especially here at home. The first 2 games of the season, 9-7 with men on, and 10-12 with men on base. Couldn't get it done. Geneva with bases loaded, they couldn't get it done. Kane Walton will get it done here with a great bunt. Brock Rudy will get him out at first base. Look at that throw, was almost going to be high. But moving into scoring position will be Birdway. Interesting to see if they're going to bring in a pinch hitter, maybe, or a pinch runner, for Daniel Birdway as he's kind of looking over towards
the extra hitter, number 9, Jerry Reinhardt.
Jerry Reinhardt's turn here. Let that be a turn of events. The hometown kid getting a walk-off. Sign me up for that. So Jerry here so far today has been walked, but is 0 for 2 on his stat line. With just one out here against AC Chavez, let's see what he can do. Chavez will look, delivers home. That one hit down the left side. Bryce Arnold will come up with it, makes a strong throw, and now there's 2 down quickly here. Swinging at the first pitch there was Reinhardt. Most of the time you want to take 2 strikes in this scenario. I don't know if
that number 36,
there or what.
Mitch Fleming.
So that kind of took a little bit of the wind out of the sails here of the fans at Dwyer Stadium, but still a chance. Mitch Fleming, a guy that had 4 RBIs yesterday and 2 hits, does not have one here today, but can change that. Mitch Fleming trying to come up big. 4-3 is your score. Trying to get the game-tying run that's at second base in the form of Daniel Birdway. Takes a ball to start out the count. And again, they've had bases loaded multiple times too, with no outs and still not getting one run to cross against Jamestown. In a 4-3 loss, and then this past Friday in a 2-1 loss, had 2 runners on and still couldn't get the game-tying run as they lost that one 2-1. This one popped up, hit off to the right side. Has to go a long way is Ethan Payne, and he will come down with it. Another tough loss down the stretch for the Dogs. Ethan Payne catches that one in foul ground, and Niagara wins this one. And a heartbreaker for the Muckdogs to start off this
Here
with the great home state. As Batavia now falls to 10-13. The power team, a game here in the Western Division, they now sit at 8-13.
3 runs
in this win for Niagara, they also even up the season series at 3-3.
Is number 5, Niagara's
winner for this one for Niagara will be Sam Stoutenberg. He picks up his second win of the season, and Hinckley will now fall to 1-4. Save will be for AC Chavez in this one. Unfortunately, Batavia loses this one 4-3, but we will be back after an off day on Tuesday, as Wednesday will be a game on the road against Elmira. I'll be back here on YouTube Live for that game. And as always, thank you for watching here tonight. It's been a great night. 4-3 is your final, with Niagara winning this one by a slim margin, and Batavia's comeback yet again just a little too late. As always, I'm Griffin Della Penna signing off here on YouTube Live. As always, have a great night. Go Dogs. We'll see you on Wednesday.